everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Looks like they're waiting for Old Faithful to go off. It is Wednesday, March 5th, 2025. We're doing our cleanup from our blizzard we had yesterday. Gusts of winds close to 50 miles an hour. The snow plows are all out. School is starting 2 hours late. There was at least 20 accidents yesterday because of the ice and at times zero visibility. I posted a video of me walking one of the dogs yesterday showing how bad it was. Currently there is snow drifts halfway up the side of some cars that got stuck. SUVs halfway up to their the middle of their doors. A lot of snow. You could hear it howling all night. It was only supposed to last until 5 p.m. yesterday, and then I got a notice that would continue until about 3 a.m., but the wind today is still a howling. It is so cold. I don't believe what they're saying that it's going to be up to about 35 degrees today. I don't believe it for a minute. When I got up, the wind chill was minus 18 below zero. Cold. I figured last week when we got our nicer weather, every year we have what's called a false spring. We'll have a couple days of warm weather, and then it'll turn back to snow and ice. And I think that's what we had earlier this week. Cold, cold, cold. So let's see if Old Faithful goes off. USGS hasn't reported any earthquakes since yesterday, the 4th, but there's been some earthquakes, and I'll show you those in a minute. This earthquake, which occurred at 3:50, maybe 3:51 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Here's the spectrogram. We'll go to the seismic signature. On the far left is Moose Creek, Idaho. In the middle is Denny Creek. And then the one on the far right is Holmes Hill. And this comes in as a magnitude 1.65, and they're not reporting it. Let me make this one bigger because we got two more that were earlier also not being reported right here. They got it marked like it was two earthquakes. The earlier one and this one, it's all fault movement. This one comes in as a magnitude 2.19. It occurred late last night at 11:30 p.m. local time, and then the second one comes in as a magnitude 2.24, also not being reported. Then we got another one here that's not being reported right there at 12:54 p.m. local time. They're not reporting it. Again, it's all fault movement. That comes in as a magnitude 2.70. Now, this is supposed to be for all earthquakes within this location. And they have, well, if I bring it up, we got a quarry blast up here in Montana. And if I bring it down, then we got 3. They're saying a 0.9, 8.8 miles in depth, a 0.9 miles in depth, and then the one by Hedgen Lake, that one is 5.5 miles in depth. And that's all they're reporting, so none of the earthquakes that I'm showing you, or have showed you, is being reported. It's surprising when it shows up so significantly on 3 different monitors. We'll go to the spectrogram for this one. Again, far left is Moose Creek, Idaho, Denny Creek in the middle, and Holmes Hill on the far right. And there's the seismic signature. Here we have the monitor for Holmes Hill. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not. I think they're deliberately not reporting the earthquakes because of all the layoffs that the Trump administration is doing. Well, they didn't do a very good job before Dodge. before all the federal layoffs. Here's a larger version of Denny Creek. We'll go with the spectrogram. Yeah, it was a fairly deep earthquake. We got some more popping going on. Let me bring this over. Now, those that might be new following me will remember when Yellowstone had its last major eruption. This here, the monitor for Denny Creek, was where it started its what's called unzipping, multiple eruptions that did a counterclockwise rotation of multiple eruptions until it got down towards Heart Lake. And then both calderas, the Mallard Lake Resurgent Dome and the Sour Creek Resurgent Dome, collapsed at the same time. So we got a little popping right here. So I thought I would put this one in. This is a small earthquake. Let's see, that one comes in as a 1.20. So using Google Earth, here's the location for Holmes Hill. Over here to the left is Hedgen Lake. And then down over here is the station for Denny Creek. Right there. You know, Yellowstone has probably had somewhere between 20 and 40 smaller eruptions, but if you do a Google search, it says here, since the most recent giant caldera forming eruption 631,000 years ago, approximately 80 mostly non-explosive eruptions have occurred. Of these eruptions, at least 27 were rhyolite. Rhyolite is the most explosive type eruptions because it's got a lot of gas. Okay, so they had 27 rhyolite lava flows in the caldera, 13 were lava flows outside the caldera, and 40 were basalt vents outside of the caldera. Yeah, that's a lot of eruptions that they don't talk about. There at the park, about 78,000 years ago, there was the lava flow of Pitchstone Plateau. That's about a mile thick of lava. That was just a flow of lava. It wasn't an explosive. It's about the size of Washington, D.C., if I'm remembering right. And then I've often talked about these other lava flows, eruptions, craters of the moon. Now this is along the Snake River Plateau. That was only about 2,000 years ago. And then we also got this one here, Black Butte Crater Lava Field, about 12,000 years ago. And this one here, Hell's Half Acre, between 4 and 5,000 years ago. And I don't know if I don't have this one listed. So I thought I would cover at least those two monitors and see what's going on. Any volcano can erupt without any warning at all. They're hoping that the next eruption that Yellowstone has would be probably about the size of the eruption from Mount St. Helens. They know it would be a little bit bigger, but that's what they're hoping. So they're not going to show us Old Faithful going off. I don't know who's monitoring the camera. They keep moving it around. But anyways, that's all I have for you right now. Enjoy your Wednesday, hump day. Thank you for watching. As always, be prepared. Not much you can do if Old Faithful does have another large eruption. And hopefully there'll be some kind of warning. They're saying that several years ago, Hank Hessler, I believe it was, when they started having magnitude 2 earthquakes, they would be concerned. And that's been ongoing for a few years. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you again. Please stay safe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.